Let's be honest, most guns that get purchased don't get shot a lot. They just don't. I've been a handgun instructor for quite some time. I do occasionally get asked by people that are Revolver fans, or perhaps for whatever reason are intimidated perhaps by semi-automatic pistols, what revolver they should pick. Manufacturer, of course, always comes to their mind, Smith, Ruger, on and on. And I think a lot of people are surprised when I recommend, especially to new shooters, to buy a firearm, a revolver, chambered in .327 Federal Magnum. I know that might come as a shock, but there's a very large amount of reasons of why I'm saying that. Firstly, you can shoot so many different calibers out of it like we've talked about before. And because that's true, that also means for new shooters, you can get some that have almost no recoil, 32 ACP, we're going to demonstrate that later on, all the way up to .327 Federal Magnum, which approaches .357 Magnum power. That guy is ferocious. Even the .32 H&R Magnum, no slouch at all related to its stopping power. Now, one of the other cool things about it is when you're new, you don't get recoil sensitive from shooting Magnum chambered revolvers. And I know everybody says buy a .357 and shoot .38s out of it. Believe it or not, you would not know, you can't imagine how many people I see struggle with .38 special. A large portion of new gun buyers are, one, ladies, and two, they're on in years. I wouldn't say they're octogenarians, but a lot of the people in my classes, let's say, are 60 through. Those people have a hard time even with a .38 special in a large S .357 Magnum gun. When they try some .32s out of .327, things go a lot better. And the .32 is inherently accurate compared to some larger calibers. As we discussed earlier, one of my favorite things about the .327 is all of the different calibers you can shoot at it, out of it. Today, I'm going to load up some .32 ACP with a revolver, works better with moon clips, and just to kind of give you hopefully an idea on camera from watching the recoil impulse, how much there really isn't one. So, Speer Gold Dot, load these guys up. I have a steel plate about 8 yards away, perhaps just a little shorter. And all we're going to do is just ding the target, hopefully with a little bit of speed, but I don't shoot a lot of revolver, so bear with me. Anyway, here we go. And so, in a previous video, my Ruger was light striking a little bit. It's not really the Speer Gold Dot ammo, but you notice that guy's flat like a squirt gun. Very impressive as far as how shootable this caliber is from .327 chambered firearm. There's a reason why some of these .32s have been around for so long and continue to have the following that they do. It's because they work. They're effective. And when you buy a revolver chambered in .327, you have so many more options than you do purchasing some in other calibers. Just some advice, just perhaps the world as I see it. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments kind of disagreeing with what it is I'm saying, and I understand ammunition cost is a thing. It is more expensive to run a .32, but my experience is how many of the people that are brand new gun buyers are actually going to shoot the gun a lot? The ones that do are going to buy semi-automatic pistols, probably not a revolver, just to help them feel safe, secure, and perhaps a little empowered. Let's be honest. Lena Michalek once said that 95% of the guns purchased in the United States never get shot. I don't know whether that's true or not, or whether she got that information. I love Lena, I love her channel, but I think she's on to something. Let's be honest. Most guns that get purchased don't get shot a lot. They just don't. I couldn't put my hand on my heart and say it's 95%, but it's a big percentage. Having said that, that means that the cost being higher to run a 32 isn't really the factor that people expect it to be, and you still have all of those power options. I'm a fan of 327 Federal Mag for a lot of reasons. You guys know that already. And I think especially for first-time gun buyers that want a revolver, it's the absolute best choice that they can make. Thanks for your time. Don't be afraid to like and subscribe.